This is Laurie with Spirit Warriors of Christ, and I would like to share a message with you from our Holy Bible. This is called Jesus Eats with Sinners. At Matthew's house, in Matthew 9 through 13, Jesus saw a man named Matthew sitting at the tax collector's booth. "Follow me," he told him, and Matthew got up and followed him. You see, Matthew was a Jew who was appointed by the Romans to be the area's tax collector. He collected taxes from the citizens as well as merchants passing through town. Tax collectors were expected to take commission on taxes that they collected, but most of them overcharged and kept the profits. Thus, tax collectors were hated by the Jews because of their reputation for cheating and because of their support of Rome. While Jesus was having dinner at Matthew's house, many tax collectors and sinners came and ate with him and his disciples. When the Pharisees saw this, they asked his disciples, "Why does your teacher eat with tax collectors and sinners?" On hearing this, Jesus said, "It is not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick. But go learn what this means. I desire mercy, not sacrifice." "For I have not come to call the righteous, but the sinners." See, when Jesus called Matthew to be one of his disciples, Matthew got up and followed, leaving a lucrative career. When God calls you to follow or obey him, do you do it with as much abandon as Matthew? Sometimes the decision to follow Christ requires difficult or painful choices. Like you, Matthew, we must decide to leave behind those things that would keep us from following Christ. When he visited Matthew, Jesus hurt his own reputation among the religious elites in order to reach out to those who were lost. Matthew's reputation had yet caught up with his new life as a disciple, but he became a bridge for Jesus' message to Matthew's past associates. We should not be afraid to reach out to people who are living in sin. God's message God's message changes people and their friends too. The Pharisees constantly tried to trap Jesus, and they thought his association with these lowlifes was the perfect opportunity. They were more concerned with their own appearance of holiness rather than with helping people, with criticism, encouragement, with outward respectability than practical help. But God is concerned for all people, including the sinful and the hurting ones. The Christian life is not a popularity contest. Following Jesus' example, we should share the gospel with the poor, the immoral, lonely, and outcast. Not just the rich, moral, popular, and powerful. Those who are sure they are righteous can't be saved because the first step in following Jesus is acknowledging our need to admitting and that we don't have all the answers. In this message, it is basically saying that we, as Christians, should go out and we should share the word of God with everyone, not just with those, not with those who are just righteous, but with the ones who are sinners, the ones who need it most. So, your job as a Christian is to share the Word of God with all who need it, with all those who are unsaved. I thank you for watching.